Alright, what is going on YouTube? This is your boy PXG Cash Hour, coach of the New York Nido Kings. Welcome you to another Week 5 battle for the Worldwide Champions League Season 4. This battle taking place between the Waterville Weaviles, coached by Nate, taking on the London Luxrays, coached by Liam. Now here's the roster for the Waterville Weaviles. Celesteela, Axorus, Clefable, Conkelder, Araquanid, Cofagrigus, Umbreon, Chansey, Kamala, Gastrodon, Empoleon, and Turtonator. As you can see, Nate's Z Crystal users are Haxorus, Conkelder, and Kamala. If you guys remember, Nate did drop Cradily for Empoleon last week. So this is his current roster and finalized because he is no longer able to make any more drops for the league. And as you guys know, here is the roster for the London Luxrays. Tapu Bulu, Victini, Goodra, Gyarados, Terrakion, Exploud, Mandibuzz, Raichu, Registeel, Blastoise, Nidoking, and Excelgor. Liam also unable to make any more drops and trades as he used up all of his. His Z Crystal users are Goodra, Gyarados, and Terrakion. Now, after careful planning, deliberating, and whatnot, what we got for you this week is Clefable, Turtonator, Kamala, Conkelder, Cofagrigus, and Gastrodon for the Waterville Weaviles. Excelgor, Terrakion, Blastoise, Registeel, Gyarados, and Victini for the London Luxrays. The Waterville Weaviles currently at 0-4. The London Luxrays at 4-0. This match, kind of a little tiny bit of a grudge match. A little tiny bit. As you guys have been watching the recap show, Liam, I believe, every single week has told Nate to make changes to his team. At this point, Nate unable to make any more changes on his team. So let's see if all of these drops and changes is able to help out Nate and get a win on Liam. If he's actually able to get a win on Liam, the amount of trash talking that will occur. Plus, he'll be able to actually take away Liam's winning streak, which will be probably like the cherry on top for this. So let's see what happens. Week 5 of the Worldwide Champions League, the Waterville Weaviles versus the London Luxrays. So Liam issuing the challenge. Nate goes into Lulu the Clefable. Liam goes into Genji the Excelgor. So right off the bat, Excelgor going for Spikes. Clefable going for Stealth Rocks. Both of these players do have a spinner on their sides, Kamala and Blastoise. Excelgor going for the Toxic. Will poison the Clefable. Clefable going for the Calm Mind. Does get to +1 special attack and special defense. Ooh, this Clefable is not Magic Guard. It's actually unaware. Uh-oh. There's the Encore from Excelgor. Clefable locked into Calm Mind. Here comes another one. +2. Kind of bad for Nate. If this was Magic Guard, this wouldn't be affecting him in the least because he wouldn't be taking the poison damage. So he does recover with the leftovers, takes more damage from the poison. Excelgor going for knockoff. Removing the leftovers from Clefable. Goes for another Calm Mind. Now at +3. Special attack and special defense. Continues to take the incurring damage from poison. Excelgor going for a second layer of spikes. One more time, Clefable with the Calm Mind against his will, now at +4 special attack and special defense. The poison continues to tack on. The encore is over. Clefable is essentially at 30% health just from pure toxic alone. Gets another encore. Nate stays in. This Clefable at 5? I think that's 5. That's 5 Calm Minds. I almost lost count. I think it's 5. Clefable in the red already. 11 HP. Nate finally decides to swap out the Clefable. Goes into Wukong the Kamala. Will take damage from the spikes. Comatose is activating. There's the third layer of spikes from Excelgor. Excelgor going for the knockoff. Unable to knock off the item. This could be Nate's Z Crystal user. Goes for the rapid spin. Removes the spikes from his side of the field. And there goes Liam setting them up again. Here's layer number 1 of the spikes. Kamala going for the U-turn. Jesus. Heavy damage on the Excelgor. Goes into Brand. The Turtonator. Will take damage from the spikes. Excelgor is sitting at about 15% health. Goes for the second layer of spikes. Turtonator going for the Shell Smash. I honestly don't even know what this turtle dragon thing does. So defenses are dropped. The attack, special attack, and speed going up by +2. White Herb activating. The defenses go back to neutral. Liam is in trouble right now. Out comes out Crush, the Blastoise. Will take damage from the rocks. There's a Dragon Pulse from Turtonator at +2. Jesus, almost able to kill Blastoise in one hit. He does recover his HP with his leftovers, essentially sitting at 15% health. But no matter, here comes another Dragon Pulse from Turtonator, which is enough. Blastoise goes down. 6-5 currently in favor of the Waterville Weaviles. Out comes out Registeel. Does take damage from the rocks. What is this? Oh, Shell Trap. Registeel going for the Thunder Wave, able to paralyze Turtonator. Goes for the Shell Trap, does not work. I believe he has to be hit for it to actually trigger. Goes for it again. Don't think Liam's gonna actually go for it. Goes for Stealth Rocks instead. So I believe the field has 2 layers of spikes and 1 of Stealth Rocks. Versus the rocks. No. Is there a layer of No, I don't think he's able to actually to spin them out. No, the rocks are still on Liam's side of the field, and Excelgor goes down from the rock damage. Turtonator going for the Dragon Pulse, does not hit a target, there's no target. 6-4 at the moment. Out comes out Terrakion. Takes damage from the rocks. Turtonator is recalled. In his place, a Mumu. The Cofagrigus. Takes damage from the spikes and the rocks. Terrakion going for the Stone Edge. Able to land it. Cofagrigus at about 15% health. Maybe going up to 20 at this point. 25 more or less. Another Stone Edge from Terrakion. That will be enough. A Mumu, the Cofagrigus, goes down 5-4. Out comes out Draven. The Conkeldurr will take damage from both the spikes and the rocks. Goes straight for the Mach Punch. Jesus. Is enough. Terrakion goes down. 5-3. Currently in favor of Nate. Victini does take damage from the rocks. Conkeldurr is recalled out. In his place, Lulu the Clefable, who will die from the hazards. So Lulu the Clefable goes down. 4-3. Victini going for the Zen Headbutt. So nice switch out from Nate predicting it. Goes into Wukong, the Kamala. Does take damage from both the spikes and the rocks. Comatose activating. The Liam withdraws Johnny V. Goes into Ironclad, the Registeel. Does take damage from the rocks. Oh, I was right. That was a Z crystal. Which one is it though? That was dark. Whoa! Black Hole Eclipse. That was more for a Victini. I don't think this will be enough to kill the Registeel.
That had to hurt.
And it is not. Registeel able to take the hit. Kamala going for the Rapid Spin removes the spikes and the rocks. Liam goes for the Stealth Rocks. I don't know if he predicted that Rapid Spin, but the rocks back on Nate's side of the field. Nate again Rapid Spinning them off. And there goes the Toxic from Registeel. Does not affect the Comatose Kamala. Goes for the Earthquake. Registeel eating a berry. You know what berry this is. How much damage will this actually do to Registeel? Registeel able to take the hit due to the Shuka berry. There go the rocks again from Registeel. Liam withdraws Registeel. Goes into Leviathan, the Gyarados. Will take damage from the rocks. Is Intimidate, so we'll lower Kamala's attack by 1. Kamala going for the Rapid Spin will remove those rocks yet again. Goes for the Sucker Punch, misses. I don't know what this is. Is that normal? Boosted attack drastically. That's +3. Whoa! I don't think I ever would have lived to see the day where Splash would be used in a competitive Pokemon League. Z-Splash! This Gyarados is at +3 attack from just flailing about. Kamala goes down. This is tied up 3-3 right now. Can't believe I just saw Splash. Z-Splash or no Z-Splash. Here comes the Substitute. This is not good. Clear Smog from the Gastrodon. The Substitute takes the damage. I don't think that lowers the stats because of the Substitute. There's the Earthquake from Gyarados. Here's an Ice Beam from Gastro, which will be enough. The Substitute breaks. Gyarados at about 50 to 20. Gastro was at about 35 to 40. Out comes out Brand, the Turtonator. Here's the Earthquake. This will be, I think, a dead Turtonator. And it is. Brand, the Turtonator goes down. 2-3, back now in favor of the London Luxrays for the first time. Out comes out Gastrodon. There's another Earthquake from Gyarados. A +3. Gastro not able to live the hit. It was a crit. Crit may or may not have mattered there, but Gastro goes down. Currently 1-3. Out comes out Draven, the Conkeldurr. Here comes the Mach Punch. Able to kill. It was a crit. That crit may have mattered. Gyarados goes down 1-2 at the moment. Here comes Johnny V, the Victini, former member of the New York Needle Kings. One more Mach Punch from this Conkeldurr. Does not get the kill because it is resisted by Victini's Psychic typing. There's the V-Create. Because, in Liam's case, because why not? Conkeldurr goes down, and it's a 2-0 victory for the London Luxrays.
And there goes the battle!
GG's to both coaches. I honestly thought Nate was able to do it, because I would have enjoyed this week's recap if that would have happened. The Waterville Weaviles are 0-5. The London Luxrays are 5-0. Their streak continues. GG's to both players. That was an interesting game nonetheless. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. We do appreciate it here in the Worldwide Champions League. Like and subscribe to keep watching more battle videos go out live. Till next time, this is your boy PXG Cash Hour, coach of the New York Nido Kings, signing off.